Hello guys, welcome back to Becca's Reactions. Today's video is actually finding the meaning behind Spring Day, the video that I reacted to yesterday. Yeah, like the Spring Day, well, first of all, shout out to you for letting me know about that. The name of the video I'm gonna be watching is What You Still Don't Know About BTS Spring Day by Italian Army. Yesterday when I reacted to the video, I didn't know about the song named Spring Day by BTS, first of all. So I went to Google and I wanted to know about the most heartwarming or heart-touching music videos that they have. I mean, they have a lot and I have watched them, but that was one of them. And I Googled it, right? And I saw Spring Day and there were more, but the one that I felt attracted to was Spring Day. So I said, let me go ahead and watch Spring Day. But I saw the video and I know it has a lot of meanings behind it. So that's why I'm going to be watching this today. And this video is from 2021 and by Italian Army, as I told you before. So let's go. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate that. Okay. Here we go.
Benvenuti nel mio canale. Oggi analizzeremo insieme il video della canzone Spring Day dei BTS. Spring Day è uno dei brani del nuovo repackage album Wings United.
Okay, Spring Day is the title track of the new repackaged album Wings. You Never Walk Alone. Oh, I didn't know that.
Se fate attenzione potete notare.
If you look closely, you can see that the album logo consists of 4 yellow ribbons.
Come il logo dell'album sia composto da 4 nastri gialli. Il nastro
okay.
giallo è un simbolo universale, infatti lo trovate anche fra le
Yeah, the yellow ribbon is a universal symbol. You can also find it on WhatsApp. Yeah, I didn't know about the yellow one, but I know about the pink and black one.
Può avere vari significati, ma per lo più è associato a coloro che attendono il ritorno di una persona cara. Rientra nella categoria dei nastri.
It belongs to the category of awareness ribbons used to express support for civil causes and campaigns. Oh, that's the yellow one.
Consapevolezza usati per esprimere sostegno a favore di cause e campagne civili. In particolare in Corea del
In particular, in South Korea, it has been used as a symbol in memory of the victims of the MV Seoul disaster. What's MV Seoul disaster? I need to look this up.
del Sud è stato usato come simbolo in memoria delle vittime del naufragio del traghetto Sewol, che avvenne il 16 aprile del 2014 e portò alla morte di
That occurred on April 16, 2014 and led to death 304 people. Oh my
persone, la
god.
maggior parte delle quali studenti
Mostly
di età
students on
scolastica.
school
I
trip.
BTS hanno recentemente
BTS have recently made a donation to the parents of the victims. More about this later. Okay. Oh my god, let me see what it says. BTS and Big Hit Entertainment make generous donation to families of Seoul ferry
fatto una
victims.
donazione ai genitori delle vittime
Oh,
di questa
that's
tragedia,
nice.
ma di questo parleremo più avanti.
So okay, I see. So I think a sheep drawn. Hold on, I think this is not correct. I like that. BTS has recently made a donation to the to the
Ci
parents of the
sarebbe
victims.
moltissimo
There would be much to say on the
da dire
accident.
sulla questione, in particolare sul comportamento inaccettabile
In particular, on the unacceptable behavior of the ship's crew and Coast Guard. So it was a ship. O sea que se inundó fue. Oh wow.
dell'equipaggio della nave e della guardia costiera o sulla corruzione e negligenza
Or about the corruption and negligence of the government
del
and the
governo e della
press.
stampa, ma mi limiterò a riportare le vicende
But they all bring the most serious event
gravi connessi al video
related to
Spring Day.
Spring Day.
Osserviamo la scena
Oh,
iniziale
look at
del
the
video.
opening
Vi si
scene.
trova in una stazione che in
V is in
coreano
the train station in Korea, which is no longer in operation for many years. What? I didn't know about that either. Okay, this train station is no longer in
funziona da
operation
molti
for
anni,
many
ma si
years.
inginocchia appoggiando le orecchie
But he kneels, putting his ear on the tracks to hear if the train is coming.
Sulle rotaie per sentire se il treno stia arrivando. Se ascoltiamo bene, però, possiamo
If we listen well, however, we can hear the sound signal of the
sentire il
ship.
segnale sonoro di una nave. Subito dopo, l'inquadratura segue
Soon after, the camera follows an imaginary train on the empty
un treno
track.
immaginario su dei binari vuoti. Il treno traghetto non arriverà
The train or ferry will never come, and Vio will end up sadly walking in the middle of the rails.
mai e vi finirà per camminare tristemente in mezzo alle rotaie. Queste scene rappresentano
These scenes represent the feelings of relatives and friends of the victims. Oh, so talking about the victims that passed away in the ship that floated. Oh, I don't know exactly what happened.
il sentimento dei parenti e degli amici delle vittime, l'aspettarsi
They are waiting for the return of their loved ones as if nothing had happened.
di veder comparire da un momento all'altro i propri cari come se
It says here April 11th, 2015. Okay, I cannot read. Okay, it says 11. Dayun's mom visited Pinkmok Harbor. Was
se nulla fosse successo, ma anche la loro richiesta a lungo nascosta
which was still in the abyss. Is it abyss? Abyss, along with the bodies of the nine missing until some time ago.
voltata di riportare a terra il treno.
So they're talking about like someone that went probably, because he said harbor, so is that like probably the ocean, and they were looking for someone because they have 9 persons that were missing still.
Traghetto che si trovava ancora negli abissi assieme ai corpi di 9
She said she was unable to stay home in Ansan with the thought of her daughter still being underwater. Wow, that's sad. Oh, that's
dispersi fino a
sad.
pochi giorni fa. Le prime parole della canzone
The first
sono
word of the song is
"immancate", mentre viene
"are
inquadrato il
missing."
mare e Jimmy
While Jimmy in his frame watching the sea.
che lo osserva. Poco dopo lo vediamo
Later you
trovare
can
delle
see him
scarpe
to the shoe. Okay, later you can see him get the shoes on the beach.
sulla spiaggia. E notate anche come sono rovinati i
Look how the clothes he wears are ruined.
vestiti che indossa. La scena fa quindi riferimento agli
Oh my god. Why didn't I notice all that? This scene therefore refers to the clothes of the victims. Oh my god.
indumenti delle vittime, sia quelli persi in mare
Both those lost of the sea and those like the shoes you are seeing.
che quelli come le scarpe che vedete lasciati sul molo come tributo nei giorni immediatamente successivi alla tragedia. Da qui arriviamo alla scena nella lavanderia. Jimin si tiene accanto le
Jimin holds next to him to the shoes representing a friend who's gone.
scarpe come a rappresentare un amico che non c'è più. Se i vestiti simboleggiano le vittime, gli
The clothes symbolize the victims, and the portholes of the washing machines resemble the portholes of the ship. I don't know what's potholes. Where's my other phone? Oh, right here. I'm sorry. I need to look up this because I don't know what that means. And if I don't know what it means, I want to understand the video. Hold on. What's portholes? That means another thing here. Ojos de buey. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I need to. It says the clothes symbolize the victims. Okay, I understand that. And the portholes of the washing machines resemble the portholes of the ship. What does the clothes symbolize the victims? Okay, I understand that. I forgot. What does the portholes of the washing machines resemble the portholes of the ship? What does portholes mean in this sentence? Oh, I forgot to say in Spanish. In Spanish. las escotillas. Ah, okay, so they can also use los ojos de buey en escotillas. Okay, I understand. Las escotillas de la bala se parecen a los ojos de buey del barco. Ah, so ojos del buey son. Okay, so spot holes are something that they have in the ships. Okay.
Gli oblò delle lavatrici ricordano quelli di una nave, quindi anche le lavatrici rappresentano il traghetto.
I would understand if I had waited and see that part, but I didn't. Okay, I got it. So even washing machines account for the ferry, and the clothes are the people trapped inside. Oh my God, that's so sad. That's so
I
sad.
vestiti sono le
So what happened? I'd like to know what happened. Why the people got trapped in there? What happened?
persone intrappolate
That's so
all'interno. I
sad.
cestelli girano
The drum turns capsizing, just like the soul
avvolgendosi
did.
proprio come
Yeah,
accadde al
look.
Seawall. Ascoltate cosa
Oh my God, it just fell like that. Oh my God.
dice il testo della canzone in queste scene.
But that was traumatizing. So everybody died. They say 300, 3 or 4, 3 or 5 people die. But also, so all the people survive, I guess. Like what? I know them people are traumatized.
Si riferisce all'ordine insensibile
It referred to the senseless order that was continuously transmitted to the passengers of. Yeah, because they were telling them to stay there. Stay there. What do you mean stay
che
there?
venne continuamente trasmesso ai passeggeri del Seawall e che fu una delle cause principali
Oh my God, I can't even imagine how them people were feeling in there. And that was one of the major causes of their death, because they stay in the same place, I guess, because they were trapped and they didn't tell them like get a salvavidas and go, like jump in the water. Well, I mean, we cannot even say jump in the water either because we don't know, but they should have had like other, that when you're in the ship they have little boats. If something ever happened, you can jump in the little boats and leave. What they mean stay there?
della loro morte. Sarebbe bastato
It would have been enough only to jump into the sea to save themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they didn't give them like salvavidas. Guys, what do I forget? I would like to know why I keep forgetting words every time I'm making a video. For some reason, I forgot how to say salvavidas. Lifesavers, I think. Lifeguard. It's not no lifeguard. It's salvavidas. Safeguard or life.
saltare in mare per salvarsi. Solo in questi obloghi
Oh my God! They told them to stay in the same place. Stay where you are. That doesn't even make no sense. I would have left. Only there's potholes, which are frame. Okay, those for one.
dove vengono inquadrati da vicino sono stati aggiunti degli adesivi con le istruzioni.
It says stickers with instruction have been added, in which "Don't forget" is the only legible sentence.
Dove non a caso l'unica frase leggibile è "Don't forget". Non dimenticare è uno degli slogan più usati per ricordare le tragedie, ma nel caso del naufragio del
God. Okay, let me see what he said. Grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up, but we will remember our friends just like us. Please don't forget them. Oh my God.
è un
This
messaggio
thing is giving me goosebumps now.
particolarmente significativo, perché alle famiglie delle vittime e ai ragazzi sopravvissuti fu più volte ripetuto di accettare e dimenticare l'accaduto. Guardate ora questa foto.
Now look at
Ritrae
this
uno dei
picture.
sommozzatori
It shows one of the drivers in charge of recovering the bodies of the victim inside of airlock.
incaricato di recuperare i corpi delle vittime dentro la camera di decompressione. L'oblò non vi ricorda qualcosa?
The pothole does not remind you of
E
something.
quest'altra scena in cui Ginny
And this other scene is which Jimin inserts the coin to start the
inserisce
washing
la moneta
machine.
per far partire la lavatrice si riferisce chiaramente agli
Clearly refers to economic interests and corruption.
interessi economici e alla corruzione che sono stati la reale causa
They were
dell'incidente.
the real
Per
cause of
farvi
the
capire
accident.
questa e le scene successive,
To make you understand this and the following sense, yes, please, I need to understand
Devo
this.
fare una breve pausa e
I have to take a short break and explain some of the dynamics of the
spiegare
tragedy.
alcune dinamiche
Okay.
della tragedia. Il naufragio del Sewol fu causato
The sinking of the MV Soul was caused by the excessive weight due to illegal modification made to the ship. Oh
dal
my
peso
God.
eccessivo dovuto a delle modifiche illegali effettuate alla nave, che però aveva comunque ottenuto una licenza di circolazione. Alcuni membri
Which
del
ha- Some members of the government had been accused of having financial interest in the company that owns the
governo
ferry.
furono
It's
accusati di
always
avere
like that.
interessi finanziari nella società proprietaria del traghetto, ma le indagini furono
But investigation were conducted in a way that lacked
portate avanti
transparency,
in modo poco trasparente e alla fine molti dei reali
and many of the real culprits have gone unpunished. Oh, so they let them go just like that, and they didn't say or do anything to them. Those trying to hide the truth are the real criminals, of
responsabili
course.
rimasero impuniti. Alcune delle responsabilità più gravi pesano
Some of the most serious responsibilities weighed on the Coast Guard. Suspicion of negligence.
sulla guardia costiera.
Coast
Giunta sul luogo
Guard.
dell'incidente,
As Coast Guard once arrived on the wake
dopo aver
scene,
recuperato quelli che per legge avrebbero dovuto mettere in sicurezza i passeggeri,
it says, who by law had the responsibility of the passengers' safety, of course. The Coast Guard did nothing and merely circled around the sinking ferry.
e
They probably care about themselves. They didn't care about the other people that passed away.
cioè equipaggio e capitano, si premurono
Only took care to prevent the civilian boats came to rescue from approaching the sinking ferry. Only took care to prevent the civilian boats came to rescue from approaching the sinking ferry.
soltanto di impedire alle imbarcazioni civili accorse in aiuto di avvicinarsi.
아까 낮에도 자기
Earlier in the afternoon, when civilians were trying to smash the windows and
애들이
save more people,
유리창이라도 깨가지고 한 사람이라도 구하려 그랬더니 경찰이 못 깨겠다는
the police were stopping them. You should help us and reveal this. That's crazy.
거예요 그거를.
Nessuno dei soccorritori si introdusse nella nave o ruppe le
None of the rescuers entered the ship or broke windows to free those who were trapped inside. Bro, what the?
finestre per liberare chi era intrappolato dentro. Alla fine la maggioranza dei sopravvissuti fu salvata dai pescherecci che riuscirono ad avvicinarsi.
At this urgent moment, the Blue House keeps demanding videos of the scene so they can report the president.
E intanto la nave continuava ad
Meanwhile,
affondare
the
fino a che
ship
poche ore
continued to
dopo divenne
sink. Oh
impossibile
my
recuperare.
God. Bro, they let the ship sink all the way in with the people alive inside? I can't believe that.
Senza attrezzature.
Until a few hours later, it became impossible to recover passengers without diving. I mean, how would they recover them? They would, like, se iban a asfixiar ahí abajo con... Unbelievable.
Detto ciò, la stampa
That's crazy. Nevertheless, the press manipulated by the government that did not want to lose electoral consensus
manipolata dal governo che non voleva perdere consensi elettorali, riportava alla nazione
reported false news to reassuring the nation.
rassicuranti notizie false.
조결 시도 중이다 이렇게 지금 보도가 나가고 있는데요.
But that happened in 2014. I didn't know about that. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't know about that. 2014. I don't know how old was I, but I was a kid. Probably because I didn't have a phone. No, I ain't got the phone in 2014. No, my parents wouldn't let me have a phone. So probably that's why I didn't know. That's crazy, and I'm finding out about
사실이
this
아니라면서요.
now.
네.
I pochi giornalisti che
The few journalists who came to the
si
site were
recarono sul
fired.
posto furono licenziati.
So but that's what I don't get. So why would the president want the people to die? And someone suffered censorship and pressure from the government. Like that, I don't get it. What's the point?
e subirono pressioni e censure da parte del governo.
And then family is suffering because the family members, probably kids, parents, other family member, cousins, and passed away suffering. Like that was a church. I can't even imagine how the people were feeling that they were alive. They died like that.
In queste immagini si vede chiaramente
In this shooting, you can see that the Coast Guard prevented and even sabotage the recovery operation of experienced volunteers.
come la Guardia Costiera abbia ostacolato e addirittura sabotato le operazioni di recupero di volontari esperti.
이게 기대인데 이게
Look,
저게 된 게 아닌 것 같아. 그래서 자른 거지.
뭐 지금 이유야 뭐 기상
saying that the water getting worse and it's safe for the divers, but it's good enough to us to dive. So they want to go and they not letting them. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really want to understand why would they want them to die. Like that doesn't make no sense to me. Man, that's cruel. That's cruel.
민간인들은 들어간대. 근데 경찰은 못 들어간대. 아무것도 하는 게 없어요.
Potete quindi immaginare la rabbia, la frustrazione e il senso di impotenza dei genitori accorsi sul posto, sapendo che i loro figli, forse ancora vivi grazie alle sacche d'aria, stavano morendo a causa dell'inspiegabile mancanza di azione di chi
Oh no,
doveva
God, I don't know why you suggest me to watch this video, but this is so sad. That's so sad. I can feel them people's pain, man. I don't get it. That doesn't make no sense. Their family members is right there and they want to save them before they die. Some of them already dead because they probably got asphyxiated. Some of them got drowned. And they not letting them get in the water to save them. Like, what's the point? Why are they not letting them? And they voted for him, so that he was doing all that because they said that they have elections or something like that. And I wouldn't vote for him. I would like to know who was that president.
salvarli. Ritorniamo adesso alla scena nella lavanderia, dove l'orologio segna le 9:35. Tra le 9:30 e le 9:45 le apparecchiature di comunicazione del Sewol smisero di funzionare e l'equipaggio
Stop working between 9:30 and 9:45 in the morning.
fu tratto in salvo,
The
mentre i passeggeri
communication.
venivano abbandonati al loro destino.
My God. Then we can see Sugar sitting on the pile of clothes. Yeah, that's why I couldn't understand the
Poi compare
clothes.
Suga seduto su una pila di vestiti che è praticamente identica
That is identical to the installation persons of the French artist Christian Bourse that you seen.
all'installazione Person dell'artista francese Christian Boltanski che state vedendo. Rappresenta le persone che ci hanno lasciati. Nel video i vestiti sono
Oh
circondati
my God. In the MV, the clothes are surrounded by darkness, which remind us of the depths of the sea. Yes.
dall'oscurità che ricorda appunto gli abissi del mare. In quest'altra scena possiamo notare
Oh my God. In this whole okay, hold on, let me get it together because this is so sad. In this other scene, we can notice attached to the carousel dozens of yellow ribbons. I didn't notice that when I was watching the
alla
video.
giostra decine di nastri gialli.
Yeah, I saw like I didn't know it had something to do with the video.
Qui abbiamo un'altra prova di come
This is another proof that the MV refers to the sinking of MV.
l'intero
So,
video faccia riferimento al naufragio del Sewol, perché nei giorni successivi alla catastrofe tantissimi
because in the days following the catastrophe, many Koreans showed their support to the families involved
coreani mostrarono il proprio supporto alle famiglie coinvolte aderendo alla campagna dei nastri
by
gialli.
joining the yellow
Luoghi e strade
ribbons.
della
place and rows of the country were color of yellow hope ribbons.
Nazione furono colorati di fiocchi giallo speranza. Anche la giostra non è stata
Even the
inserita a
carousel was
caso.
not
You'll Never
randomly
Walk Alone
inserted. You'll Never Walk Alone is a show turned from Broadway musical called exactly Carousel.
è una canzone di scena di un musical di Broadway che si chiama appunto Carosello, e viene eseguita in 2 momenti.
And it's performed in 2 scenes to comfort the main character after her husband's suicide.
Per
Which was
confortare
a
la
crime.
protagonista subito dopo il suicidio del marito, che era appunto un giostraio, e poi come incoraggiamento
And an encouragement for their daughter who is facing the last year of school.
verso la loro figlia che sta affrontando l'ultimo anno di scuola. Quindi abbiamo di nuovo i temi del lutto
So
e
we
del
have again the
conforto.
theme of mourning and comfort.
Vedete l'albero dentro il cerchio
Do you see the tree? No, the tree. Do you see the tree within the circle of light representing the carousel?
di luci che rappresenta la giostra? Simboleggia la vittima, ma anche il
Il
ciclo
simbolo
della
victim.
vita. E questo ci ricollega anche alla
Oh, circle of life and okay. And is linked to the tree in the final scene of
l'albero
Spring
della scena
Day.
finale di Spring Day. E non è tutto. Questa canzone di
That's not
scena
all.
è diventata
It says this show is also the official item of the Liverpool FC.
l'inno ufficiale della squadra di calcio del Liverpool, che mostrò il suo sostegno alla campagna dei nastri gialli con il tweet
And that's sad. Which show the support to the Yellow Ribbons campaign with the tweet you was
che state
seeing.
vedendo. Proprio il giorno prima dell'incidente del Seawall, il Liverpool aveva infatti
Liverpool FC had celebrated the anniversary of another major
celebrato
disaster.
l'anniversario di un altro grande disastro e lo aveva fatto come da
It
tradizione.
had been done and usually singing anthem, national anthem, but it's a national anthem. No. You'll never
Cantando il
walk
suo
alone.
inno You'll Never Walk Alone. Sto parlando della tragedia dello stadio di Hillsborough che provocò la morte di 96 persone, anche in questo caso molti dei quali ragazzi. Nel 2016 le famiglie delle vittime del Seawall hanno incontrato quelle delle vittime di Hillsborough.
That's crazy. You know something? The only thing I noticed about that, besides the sadness and how traumatic and about this tragedy, is that in Korea, South Korea, they use the yellow ribbon. And what was that in France? I don't remember. They use that too. But here in DR, when someone passes away, we don't use the yellow one. We use the black one. We also use the ribbon, but we use the black one. But I think the black one means rest in peace, if I'm not wrong. But this one is like kind of hope. That's what they're talking about. So that's the difference.
Unendosi in una campagna comune. Questo perché in entrambi
That's because in both cases, the corrupt press reported false news.
i casi la stampa corrotta riportò false
Again.
notizie e i parenti delle vittime
The
lottarono
relative of the victims fought and are still struggling for truth and justice.
e lottano ancora per ottenere verità e giustizia.
돈도 필요 없고 보상도 필요 없고
I don't need money, compensation, or trauma therapy, and so on. I just need the truth. That's all. That's all. The truth. But they can't do it because if they do, then they know what they. I don't know. Because they know what they did. And they know that they did wrong. So they won't tell the truth.
다 필요 없거든요. 그것만 해주시면 대한민국의 안전한 수리가 여러분들의 손에 달려 있다는 거 그거 하나만 명심해 주시고 제발 도와주시오.
That's so sad. Oh my God.
Da tutto ciò
From all of this, we understand that the choice of the title "You Will Never Walk Alone" is not at all accidental.
capiamo che la scelta del titolo You Never Walk Alone non è stata affatto casuale. Un altro particolare è lo stato della giostra,
Condition of the
arrugginita e
castle.
rovinata proprio come le
Rusty and damaged, just like the plates of the submerged
lamiere del
soul.
Seawall sommerso, che è stato recuperato alcuni
Oh, so what happened? They put it out, or it came out by itself? What
giorni
happened?
fa, poco dopo
Because
la
look at
caduta
it
del
right
governo.
now. It's not in the ocean anymore. In addition to referring to the title of the
Oltre a collegarsi
musical,
al titolo del musical, quindi, anche la giostra rappresenta
the
la nave che
carousel
trasportava
symbolized
gli
the ship
studenti.
carrying the students. Oh my god, they got the sheep. They got the sheep.
Nelle scene successive del video credo sia stato rappresentato il momento della morte delle vittime.
In the next scene of the MV, I think it was represented the moment of death of the victims.
JK sta sognando, infatti
Jungkook or say JK. Well, JK is the same. Is dreaming. In fact, he's wearing different clothes.
indossa vestiti diversi. Corre cercando un'uscita e qualcosa non
He
quadra, tutto
runs
trema,
to
le tende
see.
svolazzano. Dopo aver attraversato la
After going to the laundry room, which, as I said, symbolizes the sinking of soul.
lavanderia, che come ho detto simboleggia l'inabissamento della nave, JK incontra gli altri membri del gruppo, ma qualche istante dopo si rivede
But a moment later, he sees himself inside the train.
dentro al treno traghetto. È come se la sua anima
Yeah, I was like, I didn't get that, but that's why I was like, what does that mean? It's like his soul was separated from the body, which is still on the wagon.
si fosse staccata dal corpo che è ancora lì sul mezzo di trasporto.
Oh
Se
my
notate,
god, that's so powerful. I like this. You see, and that's what I was trying to talk about yesterday when I said that I was thinking about this. Something that I have noticed about BTS is that they are very spiritual. All the songs and that everything that they sing about is about like healing, support, love, care. It's about all that. And look, like for example, that's so powerful. I wasn't thinking about. I just saw the song Spring Day, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. That must be a good song. I just thought about it like that, and I watched it. It was good, but I didn't get everything about it. I was like, yeah, they're talking. I think they're talking about missing someone, probably missing a friend or missing someone that passed away. But that's it. It was just that. For me, it was just that. It was like, wow, the song is beautiful. I love it. I know if I'm in a moment like that and I listen to that song, I'm probably gonna be crying. I probably gonna feel like I can heal with that song. I thought about the song like that this way, but that's it. I didn't know it was carrying or it was holding all that meaning. I didn't know that, and that makes the song more más significante. Yes, it actually does. It has more meaning right now.
il treno sta attraversando un tunnel, un passaggio che simboleggia appunto il momento del
Yeah, which precisely symbolize the moment of passing.
trapasso. La luce diminuisce e
Yeah,
vediamo
the light
JK
decreases and John Cook and RM close their eyes and bow their heads.
Monster che chiudono gli occhi e abbassano la testa nel tipico atteggiamento del lutto. Il fiammifero si spegne come le vite dei passeggeri del
Yeah, the
secondo.
match went
Ma ecco che
off.
si
But then it lights up again. The other members appears. Yeah, I didn't get that
riaccende,
either.
compaiono anche gli altri membri.
And then they were But then it lights up again. The other members
E
appeared.
tutti si ritrovano sopra
Then we can see everyone on the pile of
la
clothes,
pila di vestiti che adesso non è più negli abissi
which is now no longer the ocean up. Is it abyss or abyss? But reaches the sky,
dell'oceano, ma raggiunge il cielo dove in genere tendiamo a
where usually we tend to imagine people who have left.
immaginare le persone che ci hanno lasciati. A questo punto JK si risveglia
At this point, JK wakes up and the whole group arrives at its destination.
e tutto il gruppo arriva a destinazione. Questo che state vedendo è un video
Now, seeing a video made in memory of the Ferris victim.
realizzato
Oh
in memoria delle
my
vittime del
god.
sequel.
Which reminds
Mi ha
me the
ricordato
final
moltissimo
scene.
la scena finale. Le scarpe appese ad un albero rappresentano qualcuno morto in circostanze tragiche.
Shoes hanging from the trees represent someone who died in tragic circumstances. Yeah, I didn't think about that either. But I was like, wow. I felt happy when they got close to the tree because it was very emotional for me. That part was really emotional, and I was like, wow. But that it holds a lot of meanings. Okay, so seeing a shoe hanging on the tree represents someone that died tragically in tragic circumstances.
tragiche e la solennità stessa del
And this and the solemnity of the scene suggests that boys are paying their respect to a memorial.
La scena fa pensare che i ragazzi stiano porgendo il loro omaggio davanti a un monumento ai caduti. Ricordate le scarpe e i
Do you
messaggi
remember the
che vi ho
shoes and
mostrato?
the
In questa
message
possiamo
and so?
leggere.
Oh, they have the shoes had a message in them. It says, "My dear, your friend bought you a beautiful pair of shoes. Your mom, sister, and brother are all waiting for you." Oh my God.
Tesoro, un tuo amico ti ha comprato un bellissimo paio di scarpe. La tua mamma, tuo fratello e tua sorella ti stanno aspettando. La scena trasmette un sentimento di memoria, solidarietà e conforto. Del resto l'intero video è studiato per dare questa sensazione. I colori sono tenui ma vivi.
The colors are soft and vivid. The places are wide and open or closed but cozy.
Sono liberi aperti oppure chiusi ma accoglienti. L'atmosfera ispira una
The atmosphere inspires a quiet as snow
serenità placata
serenity
come la neve, inducendo anche al ricordo di
and brings to mind sweet past moments like the birthday party scene.
dolci momenti passati, come la scena della festa di compleanno. I momenti che state
The
vedendo
scene you're
adesso
seeing now are
rappresentano infatti dei
memories.
ricordi, perché sia Jin che Vi
Because both Jean and V photograph them in order to remember them in the future. I was asking what does that mean, because I was like, that's like taking a picture. So what are they doing? Okay, that's like showing so they can remember those memories in the future. Okay.
li fotografano per poterli riportare alla mente in futuro. L'insegna che vedete fa riferimento
Yeah, I was seeing that omelas. I don't know what that means. Omelas. I'm gonna say omelas. Light sign refer to
a
this
questo
book.
libro che parla di una
The ones who walk away from omelas, which talks about the summer festival in the utopian city of
festa
Omelas,
dell'estate nella città utopica di Omelas, dove tutti vivono felici.
where
Questa
everyone lives
felicità però
happily, but the happiness has a
un
price.
bambino deve vivere segregato in un luogo
A child must live segregate in a narrow place, alone and malnourished.
gusto, da solo e malnutrito, in una condizione che lo porterà presto alla morte. L'insegna in rosso che significa
Okay, the vacancy light sign refers to the fact that well-being in the society is restricted to only a few. Yes, it is. It
completo
is.
ci fa riflettere su come il benessere nella nostra società sia riservato
I
solo
didn't notice the no
ad
vacancy.
alcuni. Il significato del
No vacancy, no hay vacantes. That's like cuando le estamos enviando de que, what's the name? El currículum a los call center de que no hay vacante. The meaning of Omela's story can be compared to that of the movie Snowpiercer. I saw that Snowpiercer. Oh yeah, that's Jimin said that in the thing. I think Snowpiercer, and I was like, what does that mean?
racconto di Omelas può essere paragonato a quello del film Snowpiercer, a cui sia il testo
To which both Spring Day MV and lyrics make
video di Spring
reference.
fanno riferimento. Lo Snowpiercer è un treno
The
che
Snowpiercer is a train that keeps on moving around the Earth, affected by a new ice age. Oh.
continua a muoversi attorno alla Terra, colpita da una nuova era glaciale. Tutti gli uomini sopravvissuti si
The
trovano
last survivors on the train, which is divided into social classes. Oh my
su questo
God.
treno, che è
Oh,
diviso in classi sociali. I più ricchi vivono
the rich lives in the front carriages, while the most humble in the last
nei
wagons.
vagoni anteriori, mentre i più umili nelle
Why they say the last wagons? I never heard that before. The last wagons.
ultime carrozze. I poveri sono
Poor and constantly oppressed by rich, who sometimes kidnap some of their kids.
continuamente oppressi dai ricchi che arrivano a rapire
Oh
alcuni
my
dei loro bambini, e per
God.
questo organizzano una
So they organize a rebellion in order to get to the front of the train and conquer it. That's good.
rivolta
Alexa, Turn off.
con lo scopo di arrivare alla testa del treno e prenderne possesso.
But once there, they find out that the engine, in order to
Una volta
work,
arrivati scoprono che per poter funzionare il motore ha bisogno che dei
needs that enough small needs that enough small children take care of it, maintenance in terrible conditions. What they mean? They were killing the children so the engine can work?
bambini sufficientemente piccoli si occupino della sua
Oh, I think the kids were working the engines, I think.
manutenzione in condizioni terribili. Nel video Omelas sembra trovarsi
So they were using the kids as slave? Is that a movie? I'm probably gonna no, if I watch this movie I'm probably gonna sleep with anger, so I'm not In the MV, oh my god, MV. In the MV, Omela's hotel seems to be symbolically inside the train. Yes, more or less. I thought it was in the station.
simbolicamente all'interno del treno. Si tratta della rappresentazione dei vagoni riservati ai ricchi che vivono sulle spalle dei poveri.
Guys, look, watching this make me think about not only how talented a BTS are, but also they really work hard in order to put the song out there, because they just don't put the song out there. All the songs have a meaning, and now it's not only like a meaning, like okay, it has a meaning. No, it has a deep meaning. Do you know, I wouldn't think about none of this if I haven't watched this. I'll just see the song like, yes, that's a beautiful song. It's gonna help me to heal if I'm in a tragic situations. Well, not even because I wouldn't think about the word tragic. I would think about like sad moment in my life or something like that, and that's it. They really work. They need the recognition that we are giving them, and not only we're giving them, but they need more recognition that they are not getting. And that's really sad. That's really sad. I wouldn't think about none of this.
Dei bambini sfruttati. Entrambe le storie sono quindi un'allegoria
Both stories are therefore an allegory of current capitalist societies. Yes. Snowpiercer, that's the movie, Snowpiercer.
delle società capitaliste attuali, dove chi ha il potere
And the ones who walk away from Omelas. But that's a book. That's a book, and the other one is a
è
movie.
disposto a sacrificare degli
It says, where the mighty are willing to sacrifice innocence for their own gain. And this is the society we are living in today's date. Since I was born, I think.
innocenti.
And I'm saying since I was born, actually, there were the people that are older than me went through worse. Where the mighty are willing to sacrifice innocence for their own
Per il
gain.
proprio tornaconto. Il che è esattamente
And this is exactly what happened with the
quello che è
accident.
accaduto con l'incidente del Seoul.
뭐라고? 아 시간이 어딨어? 야 지금 시간이 문제야. 가족이 빠져서 그렇게 말해. 빨리 가 빨리.
So that's one day you're telling them that to get in the water. Please, we are begging you to save even one person. Oh my God.
구조를 해야 될 거 아니냐고. 아니 사람이 살아있다고요. 이러라고 이 새끼야. 사람이 살아있다고 가tuk이 왔대. 빨리 구해줘 좀.
Dopo la morte di ragazzini innocenti ci fu uno scarico di responsabilità e una ricerca di capri espiatori. E così i volontari accorsi in aiuto
Oh my God. What do you think of the criticism that it's caused confusion in rescue operations? And also volunteers rescuers became responsible for hindering non-existent recovery operations.
divennero responsabili di aver ostacolato operazioni di soccorso inesistenti. Furono inventate condizioni atmosferiche avverse alle immersioni e il governo fece persino
And the government even made sure that the families of the victims were painted by press as volunteers hungry for money. Wow. Wow.
in modo che la stampa dipingesse i familiari delle vittime come rivoluzionari affamati di soldi, nel tentativo di manipolare l'opinione pubblica contro di loro. Qui potete vedere come un giornalista
They just wanted to manipulate the opinion of the public. Here you can see how a journalist is pretending to be pressed by the crowd.
stia fingendo di essere pressato dalla calca e come polizia e reporter stiano premendo
And how reporters and police are pressing on peaceful
sui
protesters.
manifestanti del tutto pacifici. La tragedia del Sewol e i nastri gialli sono per questo diventati un simbolo della lotta contro la corruzione
And that's sad, man. Have become a symbol of the struggle against Korean government's
del
corruption.
governo coreano. C'è un motivo per cui la Big Hit e
There's a
BTS
reason why Big Hit and BTS choose to address these issues
hanno
right
scelto di
now.
affrontare questi temi proprio adesso. Negli ultimi mesi
In the last month, many government members and President Park collaborators have been arrested for
molti
corruption.
funzionari
Good.
governativi e collaboratori della presidentessa Park sono stati arrestati per corruzione. La stessa Park
Park herself was interrogated in December 2016, even about the responsibility of the Seoul tragedy. I announced the impeachment motion against President Park Geun-hye has passed. Also, that's the president that was doing the corruption. President Park. Is that like the president, or are they talking about the president in the, or I mean the congressman? Like, you know, the president in the Congress thing, whatever, how they, I don't know how they call that. But I know it's like the congressman, they can have a president and stuff like that. But is that really the president they're talking about?
è stata interrogata nel dicembre 2016 anche riguardo le sue responsabilità nella tragedia del Sewol.
Also, who was the president back then? I don't know who was the
E questo
president.
10 marzo
It says here, Park arrested. Park lost immunity from criminal prosecution after being impeached earlier this month. And the march was dismissed from her office and arrested. So she was the president? So that happened in 2014. Because I don't know who was the president, guys. I was a kid. Let me go and look. Who was the president in South Korea in 2014? I think it's 2014 or 20, I think it's 2014. That's what I saw. Oh, she was the president, so she went to jail. They put her, yeah, they arrested her, so she went to jail. That's good. Oh, Park Kyung, she was the president. Yeah, you need to go to jail. I mean, not only that, they should, how can I say that here? But you know, guys, what I mean. If one of my people were there, I'm talking about a family member or something like that, and she let them die and kids and stuff like that, she wouldn't go to jail.
è stata destituita dalla sua carica e arrestata. È stata inoltre scoperta
It was also discovered the existence of a government blacklist containing the names of nearly 10,000 artists. For what? Why they have 10,000 artists in a blacklist?
l'esistenza di una lista nera governativa contenente i nomi di quasi
It was, yeah, that's
10.000
what I
artisti
read.
che sono stati discriminati
Who have been discriminated and censored for expressing subversive political views. Oh, yeah, of course. If you talk about something that is bad because they're doing it, so they're gonna have you in a blacklist. That's why I wouldn't let her go to jail. I would take care of her. I don't know what
e
they didn't do
censurati
that.
per aver espresso idee politiche di sinistra o mostrato solidarietà alle famiglie
Oh, showing sympathy to the families of shipwreck
delle vittime del
victims.
naufragio. Nella lista erano presenti anche i nomi del
In the
regista del film
list, hold on. In the list, there were also the names of Snowpiercer's director and one of the main actors of the movie.
Snowpiercer assieme a uno degli attori principali. E questo ci spiega ulteriormente
And the further explains the reference to the movie in Spring Day.
il riferimento a questo film nel video
Man, I'm gonna have to watch this movie. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna be angry, but I'm gonna have to watch the movie.
di Spring Day. Quelle che vedete
Here you are seeing the shooting of the protest of recent months in
Sono le
Seoul.
immagini delle proteste che sono avvenute in questi mesi a Seoul.
A lot of people with a mother. Bro, the whole country was there. Look, everybody, look, that's so many people. But they wanted her to resign. It's not only resigning, guys. You have to do something else with her.
Le luci rappresentano la speranza nel
But I guess she resigned because they put her in jail. They said that she got arrested. If a president got arrested, so I guess they have to, they are not president no more. Or am I wrong? It says the lights represent hope for the future of Korea.
il futuro della Corea. Tutto il paese, nonché
The whole country, as well as various artists, have strongly expressed their opposition to the government. Guys, you know something? While I'm watching this, I actually, and it's not too big. Well, I don't know. If you guys find me ignorant because of that, it's fine. But I can, if I don't know something, I'll tell you. I don't know. But you know something? I never knew nothing about South Korea. Even North Korea, definitely not. But South Korea, talking about like their political issues, nothing. Because I don't know if I'm crazy, but I think that we barely get news about South Korea or some other countries. There are some countries that we definitely don't get news about them. Like you all definitely gonna hear news about the United States. No hate for the United States. My husband is from the state. No. But it's just something that it's just, I don't know. Try to understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Countries that really needs attention and that we need to know things about them. Because how come this thing happened in 2014? Even though I was a kid, but I had a TV home. I didn't know about that. I didn't know, and there's more things that I didn't know about that I just find out once I got interested in BTS and I started watching videos about them. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. And that's crazy. I really find that crazy. So it says the whole country, as well as various artists, have strongly expressed their opposition to the government.
che vari artisti hanno fortemente espresso la loro opposizione al governo. Nello show che state vedendo, i rapper al posto di sfidare
In the show, you are seeing rappers, instead of compete against each other, join together to attack the park administration.
tra loro, hanno attaccato all'unisono l'amministrazione
Okay, so she cannot show the video because of copyright issues. That's
park,
fine.
ricordando
I hope even the heroes are comfortable there. Oh, that's the song. Okay, recalling among the things the tragedy of
la
Seoul.
tragedia del Seoul.
편안하길 바래요. 아직 봄이 많이 춥네 그때일처럼 거긴 어때요?
우리의 빛그들의 어둠을 이길 거야.
나의 봄이 아직 시린 이유 떨어지는 꽃잎이 너무나 슬픈 이유
눈물에 젖은 꽃잎 우리의 봄 반성 없는 그들 미안함은 우리의 몸 그날 이후
Le parole di questo pezzo non vi ricordano un po' il
The lyrics of the song doesn't remind you a bit of a spring day? Yes, they do.
testo di Spring Day? Anche i BTS e la Big Hit non sono
Even BTS and Big Hit contribute to the
rimasti a
cause.
guardare. Hanno segretamente donato
They secretly donated 100 million won, about $86,000, to the organization for Truth and Safer
100
Society.
milioni di won, circa 80.000 euro, all'Organizzazione per la Verità e per una società più sicura, creata dalle famiglie coinvolte nella
Created by the family involved in the seeking of
strage del
the
Seoul.
vessel.
Nonostante la
Although the press had not been informed, the news was leaked after the comeback.
stampa non fosse stata informata, dopo il comeback la notizia è venuta a galla. La Big Hit ha confermato
Big Hit confirmed the donation, adding only that the boys considered the issue as personal
la
matter.
donazione, aggiungendo solo che i ragazzi ritenevano la questione un
Ok.
affare personale. Alla conferenza stampa
In the press conference at Gochuk Sky Dome, Rap Monster said that with the 4 tracks of You Never Walk
Uscita
Alone,
dell'album, Rapmaster ha dichiarato che con i 4 brani di You Never Walk Alone i BTS vogliono mostrare
BTS want to show hope and rebirth of youth that comes from struggle and
la
despair.
speranza e la rinascita della gioventù che proviene dalla lotta e dalla disperazione.
우리들도 젊은 사람들도 그 한국 사회의 미래를 생각하고 그 능력이 충분히 있다고 생각하고
Yes, of
앞으로
course.
우리 대한민국을 만들기 위해서 훨씬 그런 노력을 할 수 있다고 생각을 합니다.
Ci sono molti simboli nei vestiti che indossano che rimandano a questi concetti. La tigre sulla maglia di B simboleggia la
That's right.
lotta, mentre l'ape, oltre ad essere
While the bee in adding to being often associated with rebirth. Okay, like butterflies and phoenixes. I don't know what's
un simbolo
phoenixes.
spesso associato alla rinascita, come la farfalla.
Oh
e
yeah,
le
they had the
fenici,
flower.
e anche
He had the mariposa right there, a butterfly.
un simbolo di operosità.
It also symbol of industriousness, and is well suited to present young
E
Koreans.
si presta bene a
Yeah.
rappresentare i giovani coreani. Il fiore blu sul maglione di Jimin rappresenta la memoria e il ricordo, e poi ci sono le ali, l'aereo, le piume. Si tratta quindi di un messaggio di conforto e di speranza nella rinascita di un'intera generazione che lotta affinché gli
which is struggling to ensure that errors, negligence, and corruption of society do not affect them and the future
errori,
generation.
la negligenza e la
Wow.
corruzione della società non debbano più ricadere su di esse e su coloro che verranno. Sono infatti proprio i giovani che stanno
In fact, young people are the ones who are suffering and paying more because of Korean social
soffrendo e
organization.
pagando
Yeah.
a causa dell'organizzazione sociale coreana. Non a caso il tasso di
It's no coincidence that the suicide rate among students of the nation is one of the highest in the world. What? Oh, but suicide. Yeah, damn.
suicidi fra gli studenti di questa nazione è fra i più alti al mondo. Alle domande riguardo i riferimenti
When asked about the reference to a tragedy in Spring Day MV, Rap Monster
alla
answered,
tragedia nel video di Spring Day, Rapmaster ha risposto: siamo piuttosto cauti
I'm
nel parlare
careful
del
to talk
naufragio
about
del
the South
Sewol,
tragedy.
ma credo che in
but as a citizen of the country, I do believe we should feel
quanto
responsible.
cittadini dello Stato dovremmo sentirci
Oh, he said right
responsabili.
there.
Abbiamo donato per
We should feel responsible. I don't see what I'm reading. Oh, we thought we could send our condolences if we could. We donated because we wanted to help the Seoul Ferry tragedy projects, psychology, consultations of the victim families.
che volevamo aiutare il progetto. Dopo quello che vi ho mostrato potete facilmente immaginare
After what I show you, you can easily figure out why our guys are cautious.
perché i ragazzi siano cauti. Ma Rapmaster ha anche detto
But Rap Monster also said that BTS will not remain silent about the social and unreasonable
che i
matters,
BTS non resteranno in silenzio riguardo le ragionevoli questioni sociali e che contribuiranno a
and they will join them in the breaking, and they will join them in breaking these
lottare contro
problems.
questi problemi con la loro
Oh my God, that was short. That's wow. Thank you very much. I love that. But that's crazy. I just the part. I mean, it's really sad. I didn't know about. Oh, let me take this off. I didn't know about the sinking of the boat. Not boat, the ship. I just find out about that, and that was really sad. I'm glad that she didn't really show like long parts of where the family were crying, because I cannot see that. But because I already had goosebumps, I was having a lot of goosebumps, and I don't really like to cry online. I don't like to cry in cameras. I don't like that. But that was sad, and the fact that the government was hiding that, like, I mean, and not only hiding it, they didn't want the safeguarders, volunteers, to get in the water to save people. Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on with you? They said that they arrested her, but at the same time, they were saying that they have the protesters saying that she needs to resign. But if they arrested her, she didn't need to resign anymore because automatically she's not the president anymore. But that's sad. That really shows the corruption in the word. It's in the whole word actually. But I'm really glad that BTS took more, not only them but the other artists too. But they talk about it. I really didn't know that Spring Day had to do with this tragedy at all. But I'm glad that I watched this video. I really appreciate you for suggesting this video. Thank you very much. And I learned something new. I love that every time I react to a video, I learned something new. I love this. I really do. I really do, because I didn't know about none of that, but it's really sad. It's really sad. And I really appreciate and love BTS. Now, like, those videos make me love them more, because I see that they are really making a difference. They are not only making music. They are not only making a video music. They're not trying to be famous or nothing like that. No, they are making an impact. They are showing you a way to change the world and to see people different, to see society in a different way, and to see ourselves in a different way. And that they also showing us that, especially me, that I can help with the little that I have, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to do with money, but in the money that it could be with support, with my kind words, with my financial status, doing everything. But I can also help in many ways. I can help people to heal. I can help people healing, loving, caring, and more. I really love this. And guys, I hope this video finds you and gives you light and joy and healing. Thank you very much for sharing this video with me. And thank you to Italian Army. I have to follow her because I love this content. Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video. I hope you like this reaction. And if this reaction had an impact in you, please like, leave your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my account, BTS Reaction. See you in the next video. Bye.